What is going on, YouTube? Working on another custom today, and today I'll be working on, oh yeah, the 69 Chevelle, sometimes referred to as the X-Raycer or tuned version of the 69 Chevelle. I've made a few of these in the past, and I just really like this casting, and I've had some luck racing these. So I have a pretty cool idea for this one. You guys might like it. We might have to get a little shake and bake action going on, and I think I got a cool idea for this. But first things first, let's drill out these posts. It's a plastic body on a metal base, so it shouldn't be too hard. So the key to this is just go really slow. It's not going to take much of anything to drill these out. Couple rotations of the drill, and that is all it takes. And just like that, should just come right off. Easy money. Very cool. Huge fan of this casting. I got a cool idea that I've been wanting to do for a while with this, and gonna try and make it happen. So, first things first. Can't really strip the paint on this, so use the old dry erase marker trick, and voila, just like that. Easy money. It's like a cooking show. I kind of already had this prepared. I have a ton of these, so just like that, it's all ready for primer. And drilling out the poster the same way as you would a metal car. You just got to be real careful you don't strip them out, because you're screwing a metal screw into plastic. Very, very easy to strip these out. But even if you do, no big deal. Just pack the holes full of JB weld. You can then drill into it a little bit after it dries, and put your screw back in there. It'll rethread it, and it'll hold on a little bit better. So one question I get asked all the time is, how do you take wheels out of a metal base? Well, I wish I had an easy answer for you. There's no easy way of doing it. It is a pain in the butt. You can use a saw on the Dremel to get them out. You just got to be careful about not hitting these tires, which I kind of want to keep them because they spin pretty good. So I'm going to try and use my dikes to pop off the little tabs holding them in and get those wheels out of there. So all you do, you don't want to come in and just try and clip them off, because what you can do is crush them, and that'll crush them down on the axle, and then you're gonna have a really hard time getting them out. So what I try and do is try and hook them so they go the opposite way. And all you're trying to do is bend them backwards. A lot of times, especially these look to be on there really good. So it's going to take quite a bit of doing to get these off. A lot of times they'll break just like that, which is fine, because you're going to use JB weld anyway to glue the wheels back in. It definitely took some doing to get these axles out. Not the easiest, but I finally got them out, and then it was time for painting. I went over the body with Krylon Color Max metallic aluminum, and I used Testors gloss metallic gold and Duplicolor black on the body. Alright, I think it is finally time to get the Chevelle put back together. I'm starting to think I have a little thing for Chevelles. I think this is the 9th Chevelle I've made. But they're great castings. I do like them. And I will actually be working on another one here in a couple weeks. So, what can I say? I like Chevelles, I guess. Anyway, it's time to get this thing all put back together. The glass, I went over it with the gauzy agent and check that out. Didn't really need it, but I wanted to see what it would do on some pretty nice glass, and very impressed with this stuff as usual. The interior, I didn't do anything with it. I didn't feel there was a need to, and just let it be. And the base, I went ahead and painted it and put some wheels on there. Got some FTEs on there. This is probably the first time I've put FTEs on a car that wasn't really designed for racing. I actually liked the look in the paint job. Based on this paint job, some of you may kind of know what's coming. It's a little bit crazy, but anyway, let's get this all put back together. All right, time for the moment of truth. Let's see how it all turned out. Oh yeah, check that out. Number 13, Smoky Unique Chevelle. Very cool. Or, as some of you may recognize it, number 13, Crazy James Chevelle from 3D bot maker Diecast Racing. Very cool. I thought James may need a new ride for the next season, but actually, once I saw this casting, I thought, wow, this would be a great casting to do this paint job on. Very similar to the Shake and Bake Talladega Nights Chevelle that was in that movie, and really happy with the way this turned out. Very cool. And yeah, will this end up on 3D bot maker? I don't know, but it's got the FTEs on there, so might as well put them to good use. Very cool. Really happy with the way this turned out. Fun little build as usual. One thing I'm really proud of is that line right there between the black and gold. Came out incredibly well on both sides. My brother-in-law actually gave me a little tip when doing a two-tone paint job. He works on model airplanes, and said once you tape it off, to actually go over it with a clear coat, and the clear coat will cover up all the imperfections in the tape and make a smooth line. And sure enough, I did that, and it worked out fantastic. Very happy with this one. Let's go take a few closer looks. But before we do that, I have been challenged to a build-off. Shorter's Diecast has challenged me to a Chevelle build-off. Should be pretty cool. We're going to be working on a couple of 69 Chevelles, the original Hot Wheels casting, not this tuned version, but it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And go check out Shorter's Diecast. Really good guy, and he does great work. Here's what we started out with. A fresh out of the package 69 Chevelle X-Raycer. I really like these castings, and they are very fun to work with. And here is what we turned it into. A Smoky Unique themed 69 Chevelle. Can't go wrong with the Smoky Unique gold and black colors and that iconic number 13. Smoky did just about everything but drive the cars he worked on. He was an engine builder, crew chief, chief mechanic, and owner. He helped develop not only Chevy with its small block V8, which was introduced in 1955, but Pontiac as well with its 287 Strato Streak. When the small block Chevy came out, Smoky was quick to find success with it for racing, but if Smoky didn't race his own cars, who did? Well, some of the greatest drivers of all time. Probably starting with Curtis Turner, who was previously suspended by NASCAR for attempting to start a union. Chevy and Turner came back into NASCAR in 1967. And Turner raced for none other than Smokey Yunick. Adding to the list is Mario Andretti, Junior Johnson, and A.J. Foyt, just to name a few. Smokey's cars were often painted his familiar gold and black with a simple number 22 or number 13 on them. Sometimes simplicity is the best. Smokey found great success in IndyCar and NASCAR. He was a no-nonsense type of guy and probably had some of the best quotes ever in the history of racing, such as, "You don't race cars, you race the rule book," and "There are two types of racers, cheaters and losers." And probably one of my most favorite quotes from him: "If you're going to play with rattlesnakes, you better know what rattlesnakes do." Definitely a legend in American culture and racing culture. Especially with racing, the drivers get most of the credit, but occasionally some engineers come along, such as Carroll Shelby, Don Yanko, and Smokey Yunick, that steal the show. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you on the next one.